Hey guys, it's Brett. I'm here with my post-burn review from HomeWorx by Harry Slatkin's Tree Assortment Collection that is available on QVC now. I did my little first impressions video and then I burned them since I did that video. So this is kind of my post-burn thoughts on how they did and burned and all that stuff. First up, I will talk about Holiday Wreath. So they are in this nice special edition kind of packaging, this plaid design, green colored packaging, and they have the jar that kind of just sits on the top like that, or the lid that sits on top of the jar. This is their 3 wicks white wax. I burned this one quite a ways down. It's almost down there, a little less than half, over halfway I burned it. So this one reads, oh, and they are 18 ounces and the burn time is 30 to 55 hours. So Holiday Wreath reads, frosted pine, crisp eucalyptus, Douglas fir branches, and blue pine needles. And also, I watched Harry when he was on QVC, and he also read a bunch of more notes that I wrote down here that are in this candle that weren't listed on the candle. I couldn't find them online too, but I think I have seen them online before. They list a whole bunch of other scents besides what's on the candle. So I wrote these down. I don't know if I got all of them right. There was a couple that I wasn't for sure if I heard what he said right, but I think I got most of them right. So also in on Holiday Wreath, this is what he also said. Frosted pine melon. I think he said frosted pine melon, but I'm not sure what that would be. But frosted pine melon, crisp eucalyptus, red fruit, Douglas fir branches, spiced pine cones, lavender bunches, warm amber, blue pine needles, and vanilla bourbon. Bourbon is what he said. So this one is really good. You guys, this is so good. This one is nothing like, if you, like I said, they had it out in that, oh gosh, the that other collection that had the first, was it Frost? The collection that came out on the last year. It was like a pre-order. A lot of people were saying they didn't like this candle. They thought it was bad. They didn't like either one of those candles in that collection. This is nothing like that. The Holiday Wreath from last year is nothing like that. I didn't think it was on cold and burning. It's nothing like it either. I won't say nothing. It does have the tree scent, but it's so much different than that one was. This one, it's such a, it's got a sweetness to it. It's so good. It's got a sweetness to it. It's more of like a sweet pine, like I said in my haul, first impressions haul. Definitely is more like a sweet frosted pine. So I don't know, he said frosted pine melon. Maybe, because I kind of get a sweetness to it. Maybe that melon could be sweet. The red fruit, that could be maybe a sweetness too. Whatever it is making it sweet. And it says vanilla bourbon. I could maybe get a little bit of vanilla in there. It's not super creamy or anything, but it does have a sweetness. And then he said blue pine needles. He said on the show that this was the first time he's used blue pine needles. So maybe blue pine is a little more of a sweeter pine. It's really good though, if that's what it is. It's so good. Warm amber and lavender bunches. Maybe just a little bit of amber and lavender maybe, but not much. Spiced pine cones, you get a little bit of spiciness, but it's not real spicy. Douglas fir, eucalyptus, a little bit, but yeah, it's just really got a really nice sweet pine. You could have maybe that fruit, vanilla, blue spruce, or blue pine needles. God, it's so good. It's just so sophisticated, like he said it is. It's just really good. I loved this scent. Burned really good, as you can see. I'll insert a little bit of footage of when it was burning. So you can see here, it burned really good. The flames stayed nice and high the whole time. Even towards the end, the last part, I mean, it's not completely done, but even to where it is now, it was burning fine. And in my experience with these 4 wicks lately, they've been burning fine all the way to the end. The flames still stay nice and strong, completely to the end. So this is no exception. It was burning perfectly. Sometimes you would have to, probably like after like an hour and a half or so, you probably need to blow it out and retrim it, because sometimes the flames will get really high and then a little bit of smoke will start coming off of the top of the flame. So you want to blow it out, trim the wick, and relight it. I'm fine with that. I'm fine to do that every hour and a half or 2 hours or so, because it burns so good. So, I mean, that's way better than it getting puny. I'll take that any time than having puny flames at the halfway point, you know, I don't have a problem at all with blowing it out and trimming it every hour and a half or so. So yeah, it's been fine on the burn. Throw has been so good. As soon as I light this candle, within like, gosh, maybe 10-15 minutes, I can start smelling it. So good. On the first burn, after the first burn, probably within like 5 minutes, I can start smelling it when I light it. So good. I would say probably on average the throw like an 8 out of 10. So good. I can smell it even stronger in a smaller room, and in the open living room, smell it just as well. So yeah, this one, so good. I love this one. The next up we have Holly and Cypress, and this is in a little bit of a lighter colored green glass. 3 wicks white wax. This one I burned just a little bit further down, the holiday wreath. And this one reads, Frosted Holly, Cypress, Fraser Fir Needle, Smoldering Wood. And then also, Harry put on the show, he also read some other notes. He said, Frosted Hollyberry, Plum Port, which is a liqueur, Fraser Fir Needle, Black Pepper, Northern Cypress Oils, Oud, Black Amber, Smoldering Woods, and Tonka Bean. So yeah, I pretty much get all of that. Like, you definitely can get the Smoldering Woods. I sat on cold when I smelled it, Smoldering Woods, and yes, Smoldering Woods, the amber, I can't get the amber. Northern Cypress Oils, it does have a cypress, more of a cypress type of a tree smell. Black Pepper, I can definitely get Black Pepper. Yeah. Plum Port for liqueur, maybe a little bit. I could maybe have that. I still don't get much of holly or berries. I don't really get much of that. It could be in there, but it may be way in the background. And then of course you do get the fir needle, the Fraser Fir Needle. That is in there. It does come out more burning than when it was on cold. You do get a little more of that Christmas tree scent. Tonka Bean, kind of a little bit. A little bit of a slight bit of a spice in there, but not, more of a smoky black pepperish. Oud, a little bit black amber. Yeah, it's kind of along the lines of that. Really good. I love this. This is really good. Burn was really good as well. Burn fine. The flames are nice and strong through the whole candle so far. Just like the other one though, I would, after an hour and a half or so, I probably want to blow it out, retrim it to just calm those flames down just a little bit, but it's been fine. The throw on this one, that's the only thing that was just a little bit down. It wasn't as strong as that other one was, is the Holiday Wreath. That one was stronger. This one was a little bit lighter. When I first burned it, I kind of struggled to smell it a little bit. At times I'd be like, I'm not smelling it as well as I think I want to smell it. But then like I would leave the room and come back in, and then I would smell it more. It'd be one of those ones where you would leave and then come back in, you could smell it. I don't know if you got a little nose blind to it when you're in the room with it, but then you would leave and come back in, you could smell it. But then when it got down a little bit more to the halfway point, I think I started to smell a little bit stronger, especially in the bedroom. When you put it in the bedroom, it really started throwing well. And all those scent notes kind of came out. But when I had it in like the open living room area, it wasn't quite as strong. That's the only thing that's the only little thing I didn't like about it. I kind of wish it was just a little bit stronger in an open living room area. The Holiday Wreath was really strong in an open area. Like I said, 8 out of 10. This one in an open area was probably like I'd say like a 6 out of 10 in an open area. More like a 7.5 in a small room. In a bigger room, 6 out of 10. In a small room, got close to like 7.5. So I love this scent. I just wish it would have been a little bit stronger, but I love my scents really strong. So if you like a little lighter scent, you might be fine with it. But like I said, I felt like when I leave the room and come back in, I could smell it more. But yeah, it was amazing, amazing scent. I love this one. So good. So yes, I'd highly recommend both these because they're both really good. This one's just a tad bit lighter, but you can still smell it, and it's really good. So yes, I love both these scents. Really good. Recommend them. Checking them out. If you love tree scents, even if you don't, these aren't super strong like regular Christmas tree scents. They all have a little bit something different to them. That's a little sweeter. This one is a little more smokier, smoldering woods like. So yeah, I think you'd really enjoy them. So yeah, so that is my review from the, what is it called again? The Tree Assortment Collection on QVC. So I'm really excited to see what HomeWorx brings out for fall, because I'm ready for some real nice gourmand, delicious scents. So hopefully we'll get a whole bunch of good stuff that comes out in fall, which should be pretty soon because it's already August. So the fall scents will probably be coming out within I think at least by the end of August, early September, I would think. So we'll see. I'm excited to see what they have in store for the fall. All right, so thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all in our next video. Bye.